Hi, Jess here from nigezza.co.uk, and I'm here with a bit of Christmas in July. I know, don't shoot me, but crafters and craft shops stock Christmas stuff in July. It's just what we do. So, on the clearance rack right now, or at least when I was filming this, you can get Merry Little Christmas Memories and More pack, and these can make fabulous Christmas cards. Okay, you can use them in scrapbooking. Here I have scrapbooked. I'll put my hand over there because I don't think my other half would be very happy about a picture of him, and I haven't spoke to his little sister about it, so I'll just put my hand there. So this, the first Noel, this is the very first Christmas that me and my other half spent together. So it's actually 30 years ago this Christmas we had our first Christmas. So there's me, very young. So I thought I really loved that's what inspired me. The first Noel, that inspired me to scrapbook our very first Christmas. This is the beginning of my scrapbook of our lives together. So this won't be the first page because we got together in April. So, but this is certainly a page in it. And these little ornaments here were his grandma's, and they were like a marvellous memory, and he showed me them. So this was taken back then, and so I liked the way these ornaments here sort of matched in, and that was our very first Christmas tree. And I actually made little silver bells on there out of egg cups and silver foil. So it's crafty even back then, and that was Deck the Halls. That reminded me of the fact that we were in an attic flat, and at the end of Christmas, by the time we took our Christmas tree all the way down the 3 flights of stairs to the bottom of the house, there weren't very many needles left on the tree, so we certainly did deck our halls with lots of needles. So that's one way you can use it. God, I waffled, didn't I? And I thought I'd make some cards. So I kind of got them all out and had a little look around and sort of thought about what goes with what and sort of matched them up. And then I decided to film something else, so they all got moved away. But that, on a white background, that's a card. This one here, I didn't like making spirits bright, but I thought, oh, look at that. Silent Night, that's a card. Another Merry and Bright, loved it. Thought I might put those two together, rocking around the Christmas tree. How fantastic. Bit of Joy to the World, thought I'd layer them up. Another card. So, ho, 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 card. So I'm going to put a few of these together and show you how I did it. There are so many of these cards, 72 cards. Mixture of big ones and little ones. Dashing through the snow, I quite like that. So I'm going to put these together and love that. And show you a few of them. So just hang in there. So I've had a little bit of prepping so that you're not just watching my brain work. Okay, now one thing with these cards from the Memories and More is they're not quite Whisper White. They're a little bit whiter than Whisper White. So I am using some bought card bases. Okay, I'm sure you've all got bought card bases because that's a better match for the colour. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. So I made this one. So this is 5x7 card blank, and I just popped it up on dimensionals and put a bit of thread behind it. So I'm going to make this one again, but do it in the smaller size, because I then realised that was the last one out of that pack. So this is a normal C6 card blank. Let's just give it a bit of a score there. So I'm going to put these two together, and I'm going to use a little bit of our silver thread behind it. Okay, so really quick to make, and I'm deliberately, do you know, you turn it over and then you think that's too wishy-washy. And I'm not doing this with any Stampin'. So just to show that if you wanted to make your Christmas cards this year and you didn't have many Christmas stamps, I'm making all of these without any stamp sets because there is lots and lots of sentiments. I've got glue on my hand now in this set, so you can get away without it. Right, so I'm going to put a bit of snail on the back here to catch my thread. And I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to stick the end down and do some looping around in a random fashion. I was going to wind it around my fingers, but it's actually quite wide, so that's why I haven't done it that way, which I normally would. I want to make sure that the loops poke out. It kind of goes its own way as well, so one more at the bottom. There we go. And I'll just slip that, snip that off. So that's my loopsies, looply loop. And then I'm going to stick it up on dimensionals, and that will help secure some of these loops as well. If I stick it on top of some of these bits of thread, I'm killing two birds with one stone. One more up there. I'm going to bung one there for a bit of stability. There we go. Fingers don't want to work properly today, so I can't pick these off. I might speed this bit up. Because of my slowness. So I had set myself a target of making 1 card a week or 4 in a month at the beginning of the year. I did really well up to about Easter, so I am a bit behind, so this is helping me get caught up. Make that straight. And there we have it. So that's a bigger version and a little version. Okay, now I decided to do this one in layers. So I've cut a mat in basic black. I'm going to stick that over the top and I've put the mat around that and stick that on there, quite like that. If I was stamping, I might actually do away with that and just stamp some snowflakes. But as I say, I was doing this project specifically for not using stamps. Now, if you just excuse me. There we go. Lovely, simple, classy card. And then I've done a variation of that. I did have one more of these blanks. And so I'm just going to I've trimmed a bit of old olive there. Now I've got to make this a bit shorter, so that's the width of a card blank. So I want to trim the same amount off each side. There you go. And then I wanted to do this Christmas tree one, so I need to trim that. So before that one goes on, undo my bow. I'm going to put a bit of ribbon around it as my scissors hiding. There's no sticking to my hand, so want a bit of tape to hold the ribbon. Let's try and get it straight. And then I'm going to stick this down, and I'm going to put a bow on the top. And then use a little bit of a glue dot to hold it in place. And there's that one. And then this one, I am using 3 cards, so I'm going to stick that one there. I'm going to stick that one like that, and then I'm going to get a sentiment, and I hadn't decided whether I wanted to cut up the fla la 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 or put "Oh come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant." They both got the holly that matches with that one. I'm going to glue it on, cut them out, and decide. I could always make both. Because we've got enough cards to make both. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying watching me make Christmas cards. Right, so cut this one down there. where the line is. And the la 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 la. Trim it down. Like so. Might mat it with a bit of old olive. Where did I put my bits of old olive? There we go, there's another. This one was quite quick and simple, so I'm literally just taking these two and layering it up like so. That was kind of how I was going to go for. So some really, really quick. So put that at a jaunty angle, and then stick that on the top. Might pop it up in dimensionals, give it a little bit of a lift. Simples. And then this last one, I have cut a bit of white to mat that, and I'm simply gonna there we go. So we have got some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 cards that I've rustled up there together in about half an hour, and there is still shed load. So I've used 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 of the 72 cards there. Made 9 cards. Really, really quick and easy. I think that one might be my favourite. Or that one. I like that one. That one's nice. Really like the simplicity of that. All my favourites. Plus some left over to make scrapbooks. So pop over to my blog and I'll put the put some close-ups of these if you want some inspiration. If you buy this set and want to make your own cards, I'll give you some ideas to do that. So nigezza.co.uk, link below will take you straight to the blog post, link to my shop. As I say, these are on the clearance rack. Cheap as chips, why wouldn't you? Okay, see you again soon.